Muammar Gaddafi has been captured and killed. The streets of Libya are filled with jubilation.
Toronto police dodged the budget bullet for now, but layoffs are still a possibility. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's Thursday, October 20th. Welcome to Humber News. Coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus, I'm Reem Jazar. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Radha Taylor. Ahead on our show, we have all your news, sports, and entertainment highlights, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, Reem has our top story.
The man who ruled Libya for 42 years is dead. Muammar Gaddafi, the most wanted dictator in the world, has been killed by rebel forces after months on the run. Gaddafi's death has been confirmed by Libya's president, and Al Jazeera has video that they say is of Gaddafi's body. Just to warn viewers, the video is graphic. Al Jazeera is reporting the video was taken by one of the rebels using his cell phone. The footage shows a man who resembles Gaddafi severely wounded and bleeding from the head. The video appears to show rebels cheering, but none of it has been officially authenticated. In Tripoli, crowds poured into the streets and gunshots rang out upon the news that Gaddafi had fallen in his hometown of Sirte. For weeks, loyalists underwent multiple attacks by anti-Gaddafi forces and airstrikes from NATO. This man says he witnessed Gaddafi's death.
Him, somebody shot him by gun, 9 million.
A revolution by his people in February of this year began a spiral of violence and outcry from the Libyans for an end to Gaddafi's fierce rule. There have been conflicting reports all day, with some news outlets reporting Gaddafi had been captured and injured, others reporting him dead. After a bloody civil war that's divided Libya for 8 months, NATO now says it's developing an exit strategy for its withdrawal from the country.
They may have lucked out for next year, but Toronto police could see layoffs in 2013 from a budget cut compromise with Mayor Rob Ford. The Toronto Police Services Board may approve a 4.6% decrease today. Chief Bill Blair plans to cancel new hiring, cut management pay by 10%, and outsource cleaning services. 200 jobs may be lost through attrition as well. The remaining cuts will happen in 2013 to reach the 10% cuts ordered by City Hall.
More details are emerging about the Toronto man charged yesterday with 4 counts of murder and more than 50 firearms offenses. Among other things, Mark Garfield Moore is featured in a rap video on YouTube.
It's a job.
In this video, Moore is seen flashing jewelry and waving around $100 bills during scenes shot during a game of pool. His lawyer is quoted in the Toronto Star as saying her client laughed when told about the charges. She also says he is surprised and confident. Although Moore wore gang colors on the streets, police say there is no indication of gang activity. Police say most of the murder victims are people with no criminal past.
The TDC has approved random drug and alcohol testing for its employees to improve safety. A meeting was held at City Hall yesterday that made changes to TDC policy. Staff have determined random testing will be done on drivers, maintenance staff, and even some managers. They still don't know how much the plan will cost or when it will be put in place. Testing 25% of employees could cost the city $300,000 to $400,000 a year.
The GTA may be hit with 3 separate transit strikes early next week. Members of the Amalgamated Transit Union in New York Region are voting Thursday about the management's latest offer. Routes in Richmond Hill, Markham, and Georgina could be affected if the deal is struck down. Although Viva Transit buses would continue to run, meetings will be ongoing for the union representing GO and Miller Transit bus drivers who are ready to strike Sunday at midnight. GO trains would not be affected.
Employees at Canada's largest meat processing company are shocked at the news that there will be more than 1,500 job cuts. A restructuring plan at Maple Leaf Foods has resulted in the loss of 1,500 jobs in Ontario. Maple Leaf is shutting down processing plants in Kitchener, Hamilton, and Toronto. Plants will also close in North Battleford in Saskatchewan and Moncton, New Brunswick. Maple Leaf will be spending $85 million to create 350 jobs in order to expand their plant in Winnipeg by 70,000 square feet. The expansion in Winnipeg will make it the largest bacon processing plant in Canada. This new plan by Maple Leaf is expected to boost profitability and competitiveness.
Fire has destroyed a historic Toronto building on George Street near Ryerson University. Approximately 75 firefighters fought for several hours to extinguish the three-alarm blaze. Toronto Fire says there may have been squatters in the abandoned building, but it is believed they got out safely. The 19th century building was once home to the first Goodwill store in Toronto. It is yet to be determined if the cause of the fire is suspicious.
When we come back, we'll have more news from around the country and the world. Dina Pasak will have the sports news, and we'll have the weather forecast with Caitlin to carry.
Everything's looking a little wet here at the North Campus after last night's rainfall. It's overcast and still slightly raining. After the break, we'll have your 5-day forecast.